What's happening, guys? How you guys doing? Hope everybody is doing well and finding their way through these challenging times. But I know you guys are strong. You're going to pull through. You're going to do what needs to be done because you are the kind of guys that are always out there doing better, and being on your purpose. So definitely you handling this. So today, I want to talk about jealousy and what it means in terms of if your girl is not really jealous. Also, what does it mean when you guys are not arguing in your relationship? Now, once upon a time, I thought, man, the best thing you could have in a relationship is you don't argue and you guys don't have issues of jealousy. I thought that was perfect. And the reason I thought it was perfect is because I had been in a relationship sometime in the past where the girl was just hyper jealous of everything. I mean, not even things where you could say, man, I wasn't even talking, just everything. She was argumentative. She was always arguing. She always wanted to be who you talking to, it was just like every little thing, she was all up in your space. You could write in your diary and she'll be trying to read your diary to see what you've been doing. She's trying to check your text messages. She was just really, I gotta know what's going on. She was just like paranoid. And I think it's because she had been in a relationship previously where the guy had just been a serial cheater or something like that. And so she brought it into my relationship and hers, and she was wanting to know what the hell I was up to, what I was doing, she was doing that. But so when I got out of that relationship into another relationship sometime later on, I was like, yo, I met the perfect girl. She's not jealous. She doesn't argue with me. I thought that was paradise, man. Damn. Could a guy be any more lucky? I was just so excited about this. Like, finally, deliverance. A woman that doesn't argue all the time. A woman that doesn't get jealous all the time. Little did I know. But of course, wait, before I go there, I'm also not a really jealous person. I've never been a really jealous guy going to beat another dude or whatever over a girl, or to be the kind of guy to always be arguing in a relationship. I kind of like peace. I grew up in the house of a diplomat. What can you expect, right? So I thought this is perfect. We don't argue. She doesn't get jealous. But what I didn't realize was that was a huge, a massive sail on a sailing boat kind of thing, warning sign that this girl was not interested in me in a serious way. Because what I've now come to conclude and realize that is when a woman is not arguing with you about the relationship, she's not arguing with you all the time, it's not because everything is perfect in your relationship, it's because she simply is repressing her feelings. Like if I'm repressing my feelings, I don't tell you I'm not happy about something, I don't like something. The day that I blow up, I go nuclear. I'm bringing out everything that I wish I had said for a long period of time. And I bring it all out at once, and it's an avalanche, right? It just destroys everything in its way, because if the snow had just gone down the hill little by little over time, there would be no avalanche. But because it all built up, there was an avalanche. That's the first thing. The second thing about jealousy is women will be jealous. Even in a polygamous relationship, you might have 3 women living with you, or they come once in a while and they all know you are seeing other women, right? But there will be jealousy amongst them. They will wonder what you do for the other girls that you don't do for her. And if they live together, if it's one of those polygamous marriages, you will have those issues where they want to be jealous because you spoke a bit too long to the other one. Or when you made love to her, it sounded like you were making love to her all night, but when you were with her, you came in 4 minutes. You know what I mean? So there will always be jealousy over those things. It's part of how a woman communicates that. One, she finds you valuable. She's jealous over what she values. She's jealous over what she doesn't want to lose. She's jealous over what she doesn't want another person to take away from her. She's emotionally engaged and attached to that which she doesn't want anybody to take. So that's why she's jealous. Her jealousy is a reflection of her saying, this is my territory, or being possessive of you, or being possessive of your relationship. If she's never jealous, or she never shows it, it may indicate that maybe she doesn't value you. Maybe she doesn't see you as territory worth keeping. Maybe she's just not that into you. Maybe she's just passing time. She's just thinking to herself, you know what? There's no dude that's better than this guy right now available in my life. And you know what? For the meantime, while I'm looking for that guy who is the come up, who is better than this dude, I'm going to stay with him. But I ain't going to get worried about other chicks in his life. I'm going to get worried about other women in his life because you know what? I simply don't care. I don't want him in the long run. I don't want to keep him. So other women being in his life, I'm not worried, right? So when a woman is not so jealous over you, I'm not saying that she should be excessively jealous. It's toxic jealousy where she's becoming like a stalker. She's crazy. She's checking out everything you do on Facebook, on Instagram. She's calling you incessantly. She is trying to figure out who you spoke to, who came over. She's driving by in the middle of the night. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about healthy jealousy from her to you over the fact that you're dating her and you're her man. Is she jealous when she sees you talking to an attractive woman who could possibly be as good as she is or better than she is? Does she show jealousy over other women coming into your life and being in your life? Does she stake her territory, right? That is something I realized this girl never did. And this is hindsight. Usually when you leave relationships years later, you think about it and you go, wait a minute. Man, that girl was never jealous about me and anybody. Man, she could see me. I mean, she could see me talking to somebody, and I remember one time I realized, man, maybe her not being jealous in the beginning, like I used to be excited and think it's really cool. Later on, I just felt like it was just she couldn't care if I died, or if I fell off a bridge, or if I run off with another woman. She couldn't give a damn. I mean, one time I put up a picture of me and another girl. Nothing was happening with this other girl. It was just me trying to see what would happen. You know what happened? Absolutely nothing. She didn't even ask about the picture and go on or go crazy and say, take that down, I'm going to kill you. So it goes to say, you know what? Me and that girl are not together. Of course, obviously, if you're listening to this, you should know obvious signs, obvious facts. That girl didn't care about me. And I should have been more aware of that fact. But in the time frame, I was like, man, why she ain't going mad? At first, I thought it was a good thing, remember? Then I realized it's a terrible thing. You do want a woman that makes you feel like she is possessive over you. You do want a woman that asks, who is that girl? Why is she talking to you? Once in a while, she acts jealous. Or because it makes you feel like she values me. She wants me. I am something she wants to keep. When she shows no jealousy, it just feels like she couldn't care. She's not about that. She doesn't mind if you leave or stay. In fact, she's busy with some other guy, most likely, right? The next thing was the arguments. You see, relationships can never be perfect. It's impossible for two human beings to be so in sync that they never have arguments. It is impossible. Forget it. If you're having a relationship like that, something is wrong. You should have disagreements. It can be simple things like, what should we eat for dinner? What should we have for breakfast? Where should we go this weekend? What channel or what TV show should we watch? I don't like the fact you left the toilet seat up, or whatever. There should be arguments in a relationship because it shows investment in the collective experience. I'm invested in trying to make this experience work for me and you. Somebody who's not arguing with you, somebody who's not saying anything, either is repressing their emotions or their feelings, and the question is why? Are they afraid, or are they simply thinking to themselves, I'm already done with you. I'm thinking about who I'm going to get with next. I'm entertaining my orbiters, right? That's what it is. If a girl is not arguing with you, if she is not, I'm not saying you should be beating each other up and fighting and being toxic. I am talking about you do something and she doesn't like it and she doesn't say anything. Or just once in a while, you don't have a discussion where you guys have different opinions about what something is or is not or should be. If that's not happening in your relationship, the question should be why? Why are you keeping quiet? Why is she keeping quiet? Because once again, if you've been taking the red pill, if you understand how the red pill works, women need drama. They need positive and negative emotions. You can watch some videos, lectures by Jordan Peterson, where he talks about that it's not, the perfect person is not one who is always good. It is a person who does negative and bad things and then good things. That contrast is what is needed for that to be a conclusion that if it's this good stuff this person is doing must be real. Because here's how it works. Psychologically, human beings, specifically women as well, because of they're very much more emotional than men, they pay attention to whether you're always good or bad. A nice guy is scary to women because they think he is a liar. They don't realize he actually is a nice person. They think he's a liar because why would you always be nice to somebody? Why are you always positive? Why are you always doing good? It must mean there is some hidden fact, some hidden element in this person's behavior, in this person's intentions. Basically, this is false. There is no way that something is always good. It's too good to be true. That is the subconscious fear and subconscious conclusion. Therefore, if something is always good, guess what's going to happen? She's going to lose interest. You're too nice. You're too good. She's going to lose interest in that relationship. She's not going to get the drama she's looking for, the ups and downs, the good and the bad. She needs bad days and good days. She needs to be able to have that contrast, to be able to say, oh, this good stuff he's doing is real. This good stuff he's doing is nice. And I like it because I also get the bad. I also get the negative stuff. That contrast help her get that kind of realism or that conclusion. So if there's no arguments, there's no bad in your relationship, there's no I hate you, I don't want to speak to you anymore, or go F yourself, or you don't have to go that far, but I'm just trying to say there's no I don't think so. We're not going there. We're going over there. I'm not doing that with you. If that's not happening, you're not giving opportunity for her to enjoy the negative side of you and the positive side of you. Also, she needs to know what you're like when you're mad, because a woman does not feel protected by a man whose negative and whose anger she's never experienced. You know why? Because she can't answer whether you're dangerous when you're angry. She knows this is what he's like when he's really happy. This is what he's like when he's really angry. And this is what he's like when he's really mad and sad. She has that contrast and she's able to see whether this is a safe negative and this is a good positive. And when she sees both of them, she feels safe with you because she feels like you are not going to beat the hell out of her and kill her when you get mad. You're not going to throw her off the building when you get mad. You're not dangerous to her or the children the two of you may have, right? So she feels that balance that when he's bad, yes, he's angry and he's mad, but I can control it. I can deal with that. It's not dangerous mad. And when he's good, it's real because I've seen the negative. I've seen that he actually is mad and doesn't like certain things. So he doesn't always like everything. She needs that. So when there's no arguments happening, a lot of stuff that helps a relationship be healthy, to be good, to be strong is not happening. And that means, guys, that obviously you need to think about that relationship a little bit, because if a woman is not arguing with you or you're not arguing with her, I would suggest you start an argument. You need to argue with her. You need to I don't care if she says we're having dinner, I'm making peas. Say, you know what? I don't want peas. I don't want peas. I'm not feeling peas. Let's try something else. What about something you know she's not really keen on, but you're going to be aggressive about it today. You're going to be assertive, rather. You're going to say, I want to eat chicken. I don't want to do none of that. I want to eat chicken today. I'm sorry. I don't want it. And she makes what she said she's going to make that you didn't want. Don't eat it. You want an argument. You want her to see the negative side of you, the argumentative side of you. You want her to see what you're like when you are mad. And you want her to have a negative that allows her to contrast against the positive moments. You cuddling, you joking with her, you holding her in your arms, you telling her sweet things has to be contrasted with you telling her things that are not sweet. This is specifically even for girls who are more beautiful. A beautiful girl is usually told by dummies, oh, you're so beautiful. That is nondescript. Why is she beautiful? Is it because of the way she does her hair? Is it because her eyebrows are extra painted well? I don't know. Is it because of the way she walks and the way she talks and oh, you're so smart. I love the way you know so much about history. That's specific, right? But you've got to learn to also make the beautiful girls feel that they're not perfect, because they know that they're not. They know they burp. They know they fart. They know they go to the bathroom and stuff doesn't smell great out there. They know they need to take a shower. They need to put some deodorant under their armpits. They know they have dandruff. They know that they're not perfect. And because of that, you're treating them like they're perfect does nothing but make them feel that, you know what? I can't be perfect. I am not perfect. And if you expect me to be perfect because you created this fan version of me, this fan reality of what I am as a person to you, guess what's going to happen? It's not going to be something I can do. I can't put all my energy into being perfect around you. I can't do it. It's too much work. It's too much effort. Therefore, I don't want to be with you because I cannot be perfect all the time. That's why they like guys who are able to look through the veneer of their looks and say, man, please, that jacket looks terrible on you. Man, is that how you always greet people? A person who's able to give a negative hits and see the reality. That's why negative hits work with really beautiful women, because it's somebody saying, yes, you're beautiful, but you're a human being. You're not perfect. And I'm going to look at you for what you truly bring to the table. And that is what she wants. She wants a person who can deal with reality, the reality of herself and the reality of life. Because you can see through the beauty. You don't believe in fantasies. You're not a fairy tale guy. And that's what she wants. That's why it's important to have the arguments, because the arguments are built around stuff like, I know you're not perfect, so obviously you're not always going to know what to cook. I know you're not perfect, so obviously you're not always going to dress perfectly. There are days you're going to have the wrong clothing and outfit on, and I'm going to have to tell you, listen, babes, I don't think you should go to a meeting dressed like that. Or, frankly speaking, if she's dressed horrendously, it might just be a test maybe sometimes. Tell her, listen, you're not going out dressed like that. And if she can argue and fight with you all day, you stand at the door and you tell her you are not going out dressed like that. And if she insists, you let her go, but you let her know, you know what? I need me a woman who understands that you represent me and I represent you. I can't just go out there and do what the hell I want all the time. I can't go out there and act crazy in a manner that changes how people see me and see you. You got to respect what we have here. That fact that you're able to tame her and show her that I see the realness of you. I understand that you make mistakes and your hormones sometimes get you into trouble, and your craziness and the subconscious sometimes comes out and I have to put my hand down or my foot down. That's why arguments are important. They make the relationships better, more interesting, and they show that the person is committed to being there, because nobody argues about something they don't care about. If you go to somebody and you say, do you think that they're right about the Higgs boson? Or what is it called? The particle, the Higgs particle? What are you talking about? A lot of people don't care. But there are people out there who you talk about the Higgs particle too and say, I don't think the particle actually exists. And they will kill you. How dare you say that? The theoretical, well, okay. Quantum physics, you'd be like, yo, chill. I was just playing, right? But if somebody doesn't argue with you, it's because they don't care. They don't care. They don't care about this thing. That's why they ain't arguing about it. Same thing with the jealousy. If I love my car and I clean it and I polish it and I'm invested in my car, and some dude comes and puts his greasy chocolate hand on my freaking car, what do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna step up. That's my territory. You messing with what belongs to me, right? So how would you expect that you are talking to some gorgeous ass girl in the same room as your woman, and she's over there and she doesn't get jealous? That something ain't right. She doesn't bring it up at some point, or she doesn't bring up the fact that you said you were speaking to another girl on the phone for 2 hours. Something ain't right, guy. Something ain't right. She's either plotting something really sinister, like burning down your Jeep in the parking lot with a gasoline tank, or she is not interested in you. In the same way that I know all the coaches, all the people out there say, don't get jealous about blah, 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 blah. But I think sometimes women put you in a situation where they want to test if you care. And sometimes you should respond, sometimes you shouldn't. The balance is knowing when and how. If you're at a place and she is deliberately talking up to other guys to make you jealous, you may decide, I'm not going to pay attention to that today. I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to piss her off. Let's have an argument later. Or if you know that, you know what, I don't like what she's doing, you've got to step up and make sure people understand it's my territory. Sometimes. Don't overdo it. Know when to do it and how to do it. But by showing her that you do get jealous over her here and there, not all the time, sometimes, it shows her that you value her and you take her as your property. And in some way that really turns girls on, because He thinks I belong to him. I'm his woman. I'm his property. There's an attraction to that kind of psychological thinking. So sometimes a woman does need you to step up and, hey, this is my woman, and show people that, hey, I'm not having that. This is my territory. Respect me. You do need some of that. Because if you don't, you're back to the way that the girl who's never jealous over you is. It makes you feel like she doesn't care, or it's just evidence that you should possibly be with somebody else. You should be with another woman, and you should stop wasting your time with this relationship, because somebody doesn't argue with you, somebody that doesn't get jealous over you, doesn't care about you. That's the reality. I won't even lie to you, man. I've learned that. I've been in relationships where that is what I saw, and I can tell you the results were, she didn't give a damn about me. And I should have seen that, but I didn't understand that. But now that I understand it, of course, I'm like, if I'm in a relationship with somebody and they're not jealous over me, or they don't argue with me, or they never have an opinion about nothing, I'm going to get suspicious. And not only that, I'm also going to be bored, because I'm like, yo, this girl doesn't even act jealous. She doesn't even make me feel like she owns this territory. In other words, she doesn't act like it makes any difference if I'm sleeping with half the drama team or a cheerleading squad. She just acts like whatever. I might as well go sleep with the cheerleading squad. At least they act like they care. I'm there. You know what I mean? They care about me. So you've got to understand these issues. You got to understand these dynamics. You got to see how they affect your relationship. That's my thinking on. That's what I've seen. That's what I've experienced. I know other guys have spoken about these things as well. Hopefully that is something you can use to help make your relationship better, and to understand what is happening in your relationship a bit more completely, so that you don't end up in a situation where it's like, I'm in a relationship. What does this mean? Now you know what's going on. Now you know how to approach it. Now you know why. You need to start an argument tonight. You need to let us see some negative so that you can enjoy the positive. Until next time, guys, do better, be better, and do more on your purpose, right? Or rather, let me say, I don't know what I'm saying. I should say, do better, be better, and become more on your purpose. That's what I meant to say. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.